Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Naresh Mago and with me is Saira Mujtaba with the evening news. The headlines. Indian men's badminton team creates history, lifts maiden Thomas Cup trophy, beating 14-time champions Indonesia 3-0 in Bangkok. Lakshya Sen, Kidambi Shrikant and duo of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy produce memorable performances. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with the winning team and congratulates them, says entire nation is elated by the win, which will motivate so many upcoming sportspersons. Sports Minister Anurag Thakur congratulates the Indian badminton team and announces cash award of 1 crore rupees. Prime Minister to attend Buddha Jayanti celebrations at Lumbini tomorrow at the invitation of his Nepalese counterpart Sher Bahadur Deuba. Centre extends wheat procurement season till 31st of this month. National Human Rights Commission issues notice to Delhi government over Mundka fire accident which claimed 27 lives. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu reaches Abu Dhabi to offer condolences on the demise of ruler Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Ernakulam, Idukki, Thrissur, Malappuram and Kozhikode districts of Kerala placed under red alert due to continuous extremely heavy rain. And in IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans beat Chennai Super Kings by 7 wickets in Mumbai. Match between Lucknow Super Giants and Rajasthan Royals underway at Brabourne Stadium. Indian men's badminton team today scripted history by winning the Thomas Cup for the first time ever, dethroning 14-time champions Indonesia in Bangkok this afternoon. In a heroic effort, India defeated Indonesia 3-0 in the finals of the prestigious team championship.
दुनिया की सबसे सफल टीम को और वो भी 3-0 से.
World Championships medalists Lakshya Sen, Kidambi Shrikant and world number 8 doubles duo of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy produced memorable performances and won the tie in first 3 games itself. Sen gave India a 1-0 lead with a come-from-behind win over world number 5 Anthony Sinisuka Ginting 8-21, 21-17, 21-16. The doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty then defeated Muhammad Ahsan and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo 18-21, 23-21, 21-19. In the second singles, Shrikant then produced a fine performance to outclass Asian Games gold medalist Jonathan Christie 21-15, 23-21 to seal the contest. It is India's maiden medal and that too gold in this tournament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated the Indian team on their epic win. Mr. Modi said that the entire nation is elated by India winning the Thomas Cup. He wished the team for their future endeavours. He hopes that this win will motivate many upcoming sportspersons. He also interacted on phone with the players of the winning team.
Sir, thank you so much. जिस दिन हम लोग क्वार्टर्स जीता सर, उस दिन हम लोग ने डिसाइड किया कि हम तो एंड तक फाइट करेंगे ही करेंगे सर, हम जीत के ही वापस जाएंगे. तो पूरा टीम ने बहुत मेहनत किया है सर.
आपकी जो कोचिंग है
सर,
ये भी सब अभिनंदन के अधिकारी हैं.
Kidambi Shrikant said in a tweet that it was his absolute honor to have spoken to the Honorable PM. He said PM's words of support make the success sweeter and stronger. Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur also congratulated the Indian team on winning the Thomas Cup. He said this extraordinary feat with successive victories over Malaysia, Denmark and Indonesia calls for a matching honor by the nation. The Sports Minister also announced a cash award of 1 crore rupees for the team to acknowledge this unparalleled feat.
भारतीय बैडमिंटन टीम ने आज इतिहास रचा। 73 सालों में पहली बार थॉमस कप जीतकर एक ऐसा कीर्तिमान स्थापित किया है। मैं अपनी ओर से और सभी देशवासियों की ओर से सभी खिलाड़ियों को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। इसमें 14 बार की चैंपियन इंडोनेशिया को तो 5 बार की चैंपियन मलेशिया और डेनमार्क को भी हराया है। ये छोटी नहीं बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है। ये प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के लगातार प्रयास, उनकी योजनाएं जो खिलाड़ियों को प्रशिक्षण भी देने का काम, सुविधाएं देने का काम, मनोबल बढ़ाने का काम समय समय पर किया है और हमारे खिलाड़ियों ने भी पूरी ताकत लगाकर एक के बाद दूसरा चैंपियनशिप जीतने का काम किया।
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and several leaders have also congratulated the Indian team. Celebrities from the sports world and other fields wished the Indian team on winning the cup. Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Ajay Devgan, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and several leaders took to Twitter to greet the team.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on an official visit to Lumbini, Nepal tomorrow on the occasion of Vaishak Budh Purnima. He is visiting the Himalayan nation at the invitation of his Nepalese counterpart, Sher Bahadur Deuba. At Lumbini, the Prime Minister will visit the sacred Maya Devi temple and offer prayers. He will also deliver an address at a Buddha Jayanti event organized by the Lumbini Development Trust under the aegis of the Government of Nepal. During the visit, Mr. Modi will also participate in the foundation laying ceremony for the construction of a unique center for Buddhist culture and heritage within the Lumbini monastic zone. The construction of the unique India International Center for Buddhist Culture and Heritage with a universal appeal will be undertaken by the International Buddhist Confederation, India, under the auspices of the Lumbini Development Trust with the financial support of the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. International Buddhist Confederation is a grantee body under the Ministry of Culture. The Buddhist Center will be the first net zero emission building in Nepal. Also, on the occasion, the Ministry of Culture, in collaboration with the International Buddhist Confederation, is hosting a program for the Vaishak Budh Purnima Divas celebrations in New Delhi. The chief guest for the event will be Union Law Minister Kiren Rijiju, while the guest of honor will be Union Culture and Tourism Minister G. Kishan Reddy, with Minister of State for Culture Arjun Ram Meghwal as the special guest. The significance of the timing of Prime Minister's visit to Nepal is to coincide with the inauguration of Lumbini Buddhist Center with the holy Vaishak Budh Purnima Divas. The day is recognized as the thrice blessed day that marks the birth, enlightenment and Mahaparinirvan of Lord Buddha. While Gautam Buddha was born in Lumbini in Nepal, he attained enlightenment in Bodh Gaya in Bihar, preached his first sermon at Sarnath and attained Nirvana in Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh. Lumbini is the holy place where, according to Buddhist tradition, Queen Mahamaya Devi gave birth to Siddhartha Gautam in around 623 BC. Among the early pilgrims was Emperor Ashok, who erected one of his commemorative pillars there. The site is now being developed as a Buddhist pilgrimage center, where the archaeological remains associated with the birth of Lord Buddha form a central feature. Some of the other viharas and monasteries in the area are the Myanmar's Golden Temple, Tara Foundation Temple, the Sri Lanka Monastery, the Korean Temple Daishung Shakya, the Cambodian Monastery and the Vietnamese Phat Quoc To Temple. Lumbini is one of the holiest and most important places in Nepal, as a result of which it was included in the list of World Heritage Areas by UNESCO. The International Buddhist Confederation, or IBC, India, with its headquarters in New Delhi, was formed in 2013 as an international Buddhist umbrella body to serve as a common platform for Buddhists worldwide. More details from our correspondent.
This will be the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's fifth visit to Nepal since 2014 and his first visit to Lumbini. Prime Minister Modi's visit continues the tradition of regular high-level exchanges between India and Nepal in furtherance of India's neighborhood first policy. It underscores the shared civilizational heritage of the people of both the countries. During his visit, Mr. Modi will also hold a bilateral meeting with his Nepalese counterpart. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Talking to AIR News, former Ambassador Ranjit Ray said that Prime Minister Modi's visit to Lumbini will strengthen cultural ties between the two countries.
Prime Minister's visit will demonstrate the importance of Buddhism in the relationship between the two countries and the need to develop this Buddhist circuit for pilgrims from all over the world. And I think there is also a political or strategic dimension to the visit. There is China, which is also Nepal's neighbor, has been actively trying to exploit the soft power potential of Buddhism. And they have invested in Lumbini in a big way. They have constructed a very big monastery. They sponsor conferences on Buddhism. So I think Prime Minister's visit to Lumbini demonstrates that this is a very important aspect of India's foreign policy, of India's relationship with Nepal.
Mr. Rai also said that this visit aims to enhance economic engagement between India and Nepal.
Both our countries want to develop rapidly. So the focus of our relationship today is on strengthening the economic engagement and cooperation between our two countries, whether it is in terms of development of hydropower, development of infrastructure, development of tourism between the two countries. So you can say that these age-old relations are now being reinvigorated and re-strengthened, deepened, enhanced in the modern context through our economic partnership.
Dr. Monik Saha today took oath as the 12th Chief Minister of Tripura today. Governor Satyadev Narayan Arya administered the oath of office to the newly elected Chief Minister at Raj Bhavan in Agartala. Later, the Chief Minister said he will work for the development of the state.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी और हमारा प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जो डेवलपमेंट का इशू लेकर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे और जहां तक लॉ एंड ऑर्डर है वो और अच्छा करेंगे, त्रिपुरावासी के लिए काम करेंगे, उनका जो प्रॉब्लम है उसको किसी तरह जैसे कोशिश करेंगे सबके साथ बात करके उनका अच्छा हो। मोदी जी का जो सपना है एक त्रिपुरा, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, वो करेंगे।
Rajiv Kumar has assumed charge as the 25th Chief Election Commissioner, CEC, of India at Nirvachan Sadan in New Delhi today. He took charge from Sushil Chandra, who demitted office yesterday. After assuming charge as the CEC, Mr. Kumar said the Commission will follow the time-tested and democratic methods of consultations and consensus building in bringing about any major reforms responsible under the Constitution. He said the ECI will not shy away from tough decisions. The Centre has extended the wheat procurement season till the 31st of this month. It has asked the states and union territories with the procurement closing dates expiring earlier to continue procurement till the end of May. The Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution has also directed Food Corporation of India to continue with wheat procurement under the central pool. The extended period of wheat procurement is expected to benefit the farmers. The decision came in the wake of requests by the state governments to continue with the procurement process. The ministry said, meanwhile, the procurement of wheat under the central pool is progressing smoothly in Rabi marketing season 2022-23.
You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Indian men's badminton team creates history, lifts maiden Thomas Cup trophy, beating 14-time champions Indonesia 3-0 in Bangkok. Lakshya Sen, Kidambi Shrikant and duo of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy produced memorable performances. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with the winning team and congratulates them, says the entire nation is elated by the win, which will motivate so many upcoming sportspersons. Sports Minister Anurag Thakur congratulates the Indian badminton team and announces cash award of 1 crore rupees. Prime Minister to attend Buddha Jayanti celebrations at Lumbini tomorrow in the invitation of his Nepalese counterpart Sher Bahadur Deva. Centre extends wheat procurement season till the 31st of this month. National Human Rights Commission issues notice to Delhi government over Mundka fire accident which claimed 27 lives. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu reaches Abu Dhabi to offer condolences on the demise of ruler Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Ernakulam, Idukki, Thrissur, Malappuram and Kozhikode districts of Kerala placed under red alert due to continuous extremely heavy rain. And in IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans beat Chennai Super Kings by 7 wickets in Mumbai. Match between Lucknow Super Giants and Rajasthan Royals underway at Brabourne Stadium. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। इस बार का विषय है एंथ्रोपोलॉजी और सवाल भेजने की अंतिम तारीख है 18 मई। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
The National Human Rights Commission (NHRC) has issued a notice to the Delhi government over the fire incident in Mundka, Delhi, in which 27 people died. Taking suo motu cognizance of media reports, the Commission issued a notice to the Chief Secretary and called for a report within 2 weeks, including action taken against the responsible authorities and status of disbursement of relief and rehabilitation granted by the government. The NHRC has expressed serious concern over the devastating fire incident in Mundka and reported callousness of authorities. Observing that the authorities appear to have least bothered on its earlier recommendations in similar incidents in the past, the Commission has also asked its Director General to send a team immediately to conduct an on-the-spot investigation in the matter. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today reached Abu Dhabi to offer condolences on behalf of the Government of India on the sad demise of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the former President of the UAE and ruler of Abu Dhabi, who passed away on Friday. Paying rich tributes to the late President, Mr. Naidu observed how Sheikh Khalifa showed visionary leadership for the development of the UAE, building on the legacy of Sheikh Zayed, and greatly strengthened the India-UAE partnership. He took exceptional care of the large Indian expatriate community in the UAE. Mr. Naidu said that the sad demise of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is an irreparable loss for the Indian community in the UAE. During his meeting with the newly elected President of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and other royal family members and Emirati dignitaries at the Mushrif Palace in Abu Dhabi, Mr. Naidu recalled the contributions of the late President of the UAE. He said Sheikh Khalifa was a great world leader and a true friend of India. At the meeting, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu also conveyed his best wishes to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on being elected as the President of the UAE.
And now let's listen to our special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
During the First War of Independence, on the 15th of May 1857, supreme command of the army was given to Mirza Mughal. Mirza Mughal was son of Bahadur Shah Zafar. He took a leading part in the First War of Independence of 1857. On the 15th of May 1857, a darbar was held in Red Fort, and new officers of the Hindustani army were appointed by the emperor. The supreme command of this army was given to Mirza Mughal. He was titled as Commander-in-Chief Bahadur, and his honorific title was Sahib-e-Alam.
In his capacity as Commander-in-Chief, Mirza Mughal worked as a liaison officer between the civil and military departments and formed a link with warriors on the one hand and the merchants and local chiefs on the other. He continued to play an important role in military administration. After the reoccupation of Delhi by the British, Mirza Mughal was captured on the 22nd of September 1857. The British took him near Khuni Darwaza and asked him to take off his clothes. He was shot dead and his body was driven to the Kotwali and laid down outside the building before he was buried. We salute this great nationalist.
We also remember Martyr Harpal Singh. He was in the English East India Company army but left it during the First War of Independence of 1857 and joined hands with rebel forces with a pledge to overthrow the oppressive foreign rule. He fought the British at several places and was finally caught during a confrontation. He was charged with mutiny against the British Empire and sentenced to 7 years jail. He was sent from Bombay to the Andaman Islands in April 1858, where he died due to physical torture in captivity on the 15th of May 1858. We salute the
to remember Martyr Sukhdev Thapar. He was born on the 15th of May 1907 in Ludhiana. Sukhdev Thapar had witnessed the brutal atrocities that the Imperial British Raj had inflicted on India, which led him to join the Revolutionary Freedom Fighters. As a member of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, HSRA, Sukhdev Thapar organized revolutionary cells in Punjab and other areas of North
inspiring them about India's glorious past. He, along with other renowned revolutionaries, started the Naujawan Bharat Sabha at Lahore.
He is remembered for his courageous attack in the Lahore conspiracy case. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev Thapar and Shivaram Rajguru, some of the most revered figures of the Indian freedom struggle, were hanged on the 23rd of March 1931 at Hossainiwala village of Firozpur district of Punjab. Sukhdev Thapar was just 24 years old when he became a martyr for his country. AIR News salutes the That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
FSSAI has launched Food Safety Connect app for food business operators and consumers. Download this app from Google Play Store and easily apply for FSSAI registration. Consumers can use this app to register food-related complaints.
Finland's President Sauli Niinisto confirmed today that his country would apply for the membership of the NATO military alliance in a historic policy shift prompted by Russia's military action in Ukraine. Moscow, which shares a 1,300-kilometer border with Finland, has said it will be a mistake for Helsinki to join the 30-member transatlantic alliance and that it would harm bilateral ties. Sunday's announcement comes after Mr. Niinisto and Prime Minister Sanna Marin said on Thursday they both favored NATO North Atlantic Treaty Organization membership, giving a green light for the country to apply. Mr. Niinisto called Russian President Vladimir Putin on Saturday to tell him of Finland's plans to join the alliance. Mr. Putin said such a move would hurt the Russia-Finland relations. In the United States, an 18-year-old white gunman shot 10 people to death and injured 3 on Saturday at a grocery store in a black neighborhood area of New York. Later, he surrendered to the police. Authorities call it an act of racially motivated violent extremism. Authorities said the suspect was armed with an assault-style rifle and appeared to have acted alone. News agencies report that 11 of the 13 people struck by gunfire were black. The 2 others were white. Under the Amrit Sarovar Yojana announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the renovation and beautification of the first pond at village Buddhi in Kathua district of Jammu division has been started. The District Development Council Chairman Kathua Colonel Mahan Singh inaugurated the renovation and beautification of Buddhi pond under this Yojana.
In Uttarakhand, portals of Gurudwara Sri Hemkund Sahib Ji, located in the Chamoli district, will open from May the 22nd. The state government and Hemkund Sahib committee have fixed the number of pilgrims in view of the possibility of increase in number of devotees. 5,000 pilgrims will now be able to visit Hemkund Sahib every day. It will be mandatory for the pilgrims to register before the yatra. For pilgrims unable to register online, the facility of offline registration will be made available. Indian shooters made a clean sweep of the women's 25 meters pistol competition at the ISSF Junior World Cup in Seoul, Germany, to consolidate their lead at the top of the medal tally. Today, Rhythm Sangwan won gold, Manu Bhakar silver and Nama Kapoor bronze as India completely dominated the event. Rhythm topped the round with a score of 588, while Manu was second with 584 and Namya third with 583. India also swept all the 3 medals in the 25-meter sports pistol for junior men through Shiva Narwal, Rajkavar Singh Sandhu and Samir. India was on top of the medals table with 9 gold, 10 silver and a bronze.
In IPL cricket, Rajasthan Royals were 137 for 4 in 16 overs against Lucknow Super Giants at Brabourne Stadium in Mumbai when reports last came in. Earlier, Rajasthan won the toss and opted to bat first. In another match played earlier today at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, Gujarat Titans defeated Chennai Super Kings by 7 wickets. Batting first after winning the toss, Chennai made 133 in the stipulated 20 overs. Gujarat Titans overhauled the target in 19.1 overs, scoring 137 for 3 wickets. For Gujarat, opener Wriddhiman Saha was the top scorer, who remained not out at 67 runs off 57 balls. In Kerala, the Ernakulam, Idukki, Thrissur, Malappuram and Kozhikode districts are placed under red alert today as extremely heavy rain continues to lash the state. Red, orange and yellow alerts have been sounded in various districts as the Met Department has forecast heavy rainfall in various parts for the next 5 days. Meanwhile, the state government has set up district-level control rooms to deal with any emergency. Disaster response forces in police stations have been asked to be on high alert to handle any unforeseen situation. Special alerts have been sounded to those residing close to areas prone to landslides, mudslides, riverbanks, coastal belt and low-lying areas. As squally weather with strong wind is likely to prevail over Kerala and Lakshadweep coast, a temporary ban has been imposed on fishing in the sea. Now let us have a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. The national capital Delhi will experience dust storm or thunderstorm. Temperature will hover between 28 and 41 degrees Celsius. Mumbai will have a mainly clear sky. Temperature will move between 28 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees. Chennai will have a generally cloudy sky, while Kolkata will have a partly cloudy sky. In Hyderabad, rain or thunder showers would occur towards afternoon or evening. Bengaluru and Thiruvananthapuram will have a generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. In the northeast, Guwahati, Shillong, Aizawl and Itanagar will have a generally cloudy sky with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. And Imphal and Kohima will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Indian men's badminton team creates history. It lifts maiden Thomas Cup trophy, beating 14-time champions Indonesia 3-0 in Bangkok. Lakshya Sen, Kidambi Shrikant and duo of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy produce memorable performances. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with the winning team and congratulates them, says entire nation is elated by the win, which will motivate so many upcoming sportspersons. Sports Minister Anurag Thakur congratulates the Indian badminton team and announces cash award of 1 crore rupees. Prime Minister to attend Buddha Jayanti celebrations at Lumbini tomorrow at the invitation of his Nepalese counterpart Sher Bahadur Devba. Centre extends wheat procurement season till 31st of this month. National Human Rights Commission issues notice to Delhi government over Mundka fire accident which claimed 27 lives. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu reaches Abu Dhabi to offer condolences on the demise of ruler Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Ernakulam, Idukki, Thrissur, Malappuram and Kozhikode districts of Kerala placed under red alert due to continuous extremely heavy rain. And in IPL cricket, Gujarat Titans beat Chennai Super Kings by 7 wickets in Mumbai. Match between Lucknow Super Giants and Rajasthan Royals underway at Brabourne Stadium. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.